Companies are not hiring entry-level people without experience. And I know that's not what a lot of people want to hear, but I think that's where we are right now as a society. And technically, entry-level roles are considered 0 to 3 years of experience. And so, if you are a person that is interested in getting into project management, you have not done any official projects yet, here are 2 projects you can potentially do that you can now add to your resume. So boom, I'm going to give a marketing project and I'm going to give a tech project. Let's start marketing first. Okay, so a lot of companies, they like to have a lot of big sales, big promotions, or do like a new collection tied into a holiday or season, right? So right now it's early December or mid-December, and so Christmas is coming up. We can't look at that holiday because there's not enough time. In the marketing world, when you have a campaign, right, this campaign runs for a certain amount of time. And there's a lot of time that has to go into the preparation of this campaign, right? So coming up with the plan, coming up with the strategy, and then figuring out what exactly are we going to put out there. So coming up with the assets, what's going to be in the email, what's going to be the graphic, what's going to be, on social media, or this, that, and a third, right? So I would say a typical campaign, right, process from beginning to end can be anywhere from 6 to 12 weeks. I'm going to say 12 weeks for this example. And what I want you to do is think about what holidays are coming up in the new year. Okay, so we got Valentine's Day hot and ready come February, St. Patrick's Day, March. We got what's going on, May, Mother's Day, June, Father's Day, July, Independence Day, right? And then we're right back at it to going into the fall again. So I would reach out to either someone in my network, so someone I know that already has a business, right, that most likely can benefit from a Valentine's Day sale, promotion, campaign, right? And you are going to work with them to kind of create that strategy or create that campaign, and you're going to manage it from beginning to end. So when they have the idea to managing the people that have to do the work to make the different assets. Back again, assets are going to be those emails, social media posts, TikTok videos, whatever the case is. You're going to manage that process. You don't actually do that. You manage the people that have to do it, right? And then you're going to, do the checks and balances, making sure that it get reviewed, all that type of stuff, and then officially launch the campaign, right? And so that's one simple project that you can put on your portfolio resume to show like, hey, I've had experience running a marketing campaign or managing a marketing campaign. Now let's do a tech project, right? Specifically software development. So I want you to find a friend that has a business, but they don't have a website. They need a website done, right? And you're not going to be the one to do the website. You're going to be the one to find the person that does it, manage that person, kind of check in with them, figure out the budget, how much it's going to cost, manage that budget, all this, that, and a third. And then, kind of create a timeline and the different phases and milestones in between it of like, okay, these are the things that needs to get done in order for this website to go out in such amount of time. I would say, depending on the company, sometimes they take a long time to build out some software, right? I've seen us knock out software in 12 weeks or less, and then I've seen them drag it out for months on end. But give yourself a 12-week timeline to kind of start this whole website project and then get to the end. Now, if you really want to build a solid profile or portfolio before you start applying to more of those jobs, or while you're applying, do more projects like that. And if you're starting out fresh, do it pro bono, right? Do it for free. Consider it an internship. And if you're able to get some money out of it, that's even good. But the goal is you need to get the experience, right? If you don't have proof that you know what you're doing when it comes to projects, companies are not taking that risk nowadays. Especially, we are gone from the days where you actually are taught how to do your job at work. You are honestly expected to come in already knowing how to do this stuff. The only thing we're going to teach you is this new software. Like, hey, here's the new software, here's the buttons, but you should already know how to put a project in there. Like, these are how it works, and figure it out. So I hope that this helps someone out here. Build that up, use the next 2 quarters, right? So January to June, use that time to build up some projects, do multiple projects at a time. That's even better, because then now you can say you know how to manage multiple projects at a time. And come back here and let me know how that works.